Hello.
Hi, I'm Margeaux like Gogo, and
I'm Ruby Slippers. And I'm super excited to do Margot's beautiful face today. We're gonna have a super fun painting time, and I'm going to do my stage face, which I've not worn today because Brisbane is swampy. And I'm gonna paint it on Margot's beautiful face. Shall we do this?
let's do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna prime you first, so just breathe out gently for me. Beautiful. Sorry, all of my products are on the ironing board there, so I'm just gonna be doing a bit of that.
High budget.
I'm going to glue your brows down because I like to do a glued and lifted brow for my stage makeup. So I will be using the Boss Stick Blue Stick, but you can play along at home with whatever you happen to have handy. So I like to do a couple of like passes of glue.
Oh, that feels good.
Yeah, just a nice bit of pressure on the brow bone there, and then using a very expensive multi-pack makeup eyelash spoolie. I'm just gonna comb you out and flatten you down and get that to stick to your face forever. I like to be the master of my own destiny. And part of that is deciding where I want my eyebrows to be,
Yeah.
not where God put them. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna let that have a dry. Will it dry in this humidity? Let's find out. Let's start with foundation. Well, I have my foundation color, so that's what I'm using on you today. Hope you love it. So I use TV Stick for stage because it's going to give me like a really nice blank slate to start with. And so let's apply that liberally to the entire lower half of the face. Coloring, coloring, coloring. What sort of foundation do you usually use?
I find because I have like pale skin with a pink undertone, there's not really that many foundations in the right color for me.
But then if you just use this, it erases everything.
No,
and your undertones don't fucking matter anymore.
What undertone?
This is just a big eraser, so I don't need to use concealer whilst using this, obviously.
Exactly, yeah. And these little triangle sponges are pretty damn good, actually.
I was using a beauty blender for a while, and they're kind of fun, but this little like fluffy end bit here, which just like gets shredded away with use, is so good for just like gently getting those like inside eye bits there. So I'm all about it. And you can buy a multi-pack for less. And that's a good time. So for my highlight, I actually just use Clown White. With this here. I just do, because I'm a beautiful natural woman. So I like to load that up and then following shape eye there, and right in underneath there, and just soften. Soft, natural, nature, beauty, togetherness.
It's so natural.
Sometimes I wish I was like, am I allowed to say the F word?
Do it.
Fuck, sometimes I wish I was ambidextrous.
Yes.
Maybe I'll try to be today. Sometimes when I'm doing like other people's makeup, I do swap between hands sometimes, just so that like my shit doesn't get in the way.
Do you often do other people's makeup?
A little bit, yeah. Usually like stuff for photo shoots if people want like something a bit concept. Yeah, something just a bit more intense. Yeah.
Did you do any lessons or
I have no formal training.
No training?
I have no formal training.
I don't think you
I didn't ask to be a role model.
You didn't choose the life chose you.
I'm gonna go through and highlight your jawline as well. All about like heightening the dimensions that are already there. Go catch that light for me, honey. There she goes. How are our brows going? I'm gonna powder them a little bit to help the drying process because it's moist.
It's
Brisbane
very
is
moist. It's always moist.
Moisture's in the air everywhere I look around. So I'm just using like the Derma color because it's just a big giant pot of setting fun.
Oh, it's like holes in the bottom.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Yay. We're back, and the battery definitely didn't just die a bit. Nothing's happened. Everything's the same. So we were just doing our highlight with our Clown White and softening that out, which has definitely not melted a bit whilst we waited for the battery to charge. Beautiful. So that's all nice and good and soft there. The other thing I need to do now is going to do my just gonna turn the fan off. Welcome back. Now you can hear us. Highlight, done. Brows, gluing. Excellent. We're going to do our final coat of glue on the brow, and then we're going to seal it with a bit of powder, and then we're going to finish foundating the entire face.
Foundating.
Glue stick. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dunk it in some water to soften it a bit. I'm going to do one final glue pass. Is that nice and cold and refreshing?
Yeah, it feels great.
Ice glue. All your favourite drugs in one. And then using our loose powder, rolling that in there, coating it, pressing it, making it nice and flat. Brows, I am the boss now.
That is really cool.
I am the captain.
The way you like roll it in feels really cool on my brows.
Yeah, it's a tactile experience. My love language is touch. Calm down, mate. I'm going to do your forehead and connect everything together. TV sticker's back in the house, and we're going to get rid of your eyebrows once and for all. So make out the forehead, drag that across there. Following the grain of the brows, because we've just worked really hard to glue them down. Oh, you didn't want that eyeball, did you?
No.
It's mine now.
Thanks.
Beautiful, and then coming back in with our cute triangle sponge and blending out.
Face is like erased.
Featureless.
I'm an egg.
Yes. Egg life. You're a Fabergé egg. I will tell you when to open.
Okay.
Not now! I will just get you to keep your eyes closed just because it is a bit swampy. We just won't get creases in your foundation.
Yeah.
So now I'm just going to do a little bit of white highlight using the clown white again. Up the forehead. I'm just creating a little bit of highlight through there. A little bit of extra dimension.
I feel like I can't talk when my eyes are closed for some reason.
Alright, mate. I mean, we all have our own battles. Stay right there. And I'm just going to do the nose and lip highlight while I'm here. So we do a nice line down the middle of the nose.
Is that with the white as well?
This is with the clown white again. Joe.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point. And we fade that up there. And we also do the lips. Just so that when we go and we do our lip colour later, we've got just a little bit of richness and highlight around them, which just makes that line pop a little bit more. I like there to be a nice graphic quality to it.
Do you overdraw your lips at all?
Honey, do I overdraw my lips? I use none of my regular facial features. Alright, I'm going to seal you with translucent powder now. I'm going to seal the deal. Ooh, more pressing.
Pounding.
Yes. Yeah, you gotta like roll that in. Otherwise,
So no to brushes?
brushes is, I think brushes are for moving things around. Whereas this is for really just like pressing it into the face there. Obviously you can like stipple stuff with a brush and apply it that way. Powder everywhere. Beautiful, and opening, looking up. Get that little under eye section there. Beautiful, close again, just make sure there is literally no moisture to be had.
Do you find that the curl increases at all, like in your under eye, or?
Can do a little bit, yeah, which is why I try to like attack it with the powder pretty early on. So now I've applied all that, I'm just going to dust away all of the excess powder that we've put on. Absorbed all that moisture. Amazing. So we're going to start giving you some cheekbones now.
I need something.
Yeah, we've erased everything. So I like to do a really nice hard edge contour. I like to use a piece of cardboard to get like a nice sharp line. Mess all over me. So I've got my Australis contour and my BYS Kmart brand products that I'll be using, and a couple of brushes, and my piece of cardboard. I like to use half of a piece of Doodad and Fandango earring cardboard. I just find it's the right size for me. So I'm going to load up my brush with a nice contoury powder colour, and then running my piece of cardboard underneath the jawline, underneath the cheekbone line, sorry, and then
this is your fancy nails brush.
this is the NARS Kabuki Eater brush, and while that's there, I'm going to one-handedly extract the blush, grab a brush, and then I sit that on top of it. There we go, give me a nice cheesy grin. Time jump, time jump, time jump. Ah! The battery definitely didn't just die again.
I'm definitely much more professional than that. I would definitely never forget to charge my battery.
So we've jumped ahead and we've done one eye, but I promise we'll do the other one. What I am going to finish doing is the contouring. So as you can see, we've got our very angular contour, some blush sitting on top. The highlight will go on top of that. But what I do want to do now is contour the jawline and also the nose.
Australis for the win.
All the way, mate. So using the nice straight kabuki brush, whoop, just like pat a little bit gently down the side of the nose, at the bottom. Sometimes I go a bit harder and I use like creams underneath and do this. We get the powder treatment today. Awesome. Also really super important to contour the jawline there. This is important because it lifts the jaw and face off your neck, so you don't just kind of look like a thumb. So a little bit of highlighter, or a lot of highlighter, is fantastic for stage because it's going to interact with the lights really well and give your movement and your expression a lot more dynamo. So I'm going to sit that on top. I'm just using like a nice, it's called vanilla. That's a nice white iridescent pigment, and I'm just going to use that to. Do you usually do your nose?
I do, yeah. I try not to go too far in because like sometimes it can look, when you're not like wearing full on makeup, it can look a little...
You look angelic. I love her.
But yeah, I do like a good highlight.
Truly you're a thing of beauty.
Lately I keep forgetting to highlight my inner corner and I'll get home and like go take my makeup off and just feel devastated.
What have I done? I didn't give the people enough.
Spent a whole night without any inner corner highlight.
Alright, we're going to smash out your other eye. And I'm going to talk through what I did. I made the mistake of doing the good eye first with my good hand, and now I'm going to be doing it backwards with my core hand.
Just swap.
Or I could do it left-handed, we could just see how this goes. So we've got a lot of line work to put down first. Gel, brush, pods about look on life. Oh god, I'm going to be an absolute mess doing this backwards. Alright. Just like replicating. This is going to be a mess. That's how I always check if my lines are even. I look at myself and then I go like that and I can see if everything's moving in the same direction.
Nice.
It's probably not going to be straight. None of us are. And I just like loosely like run the brush around the top of the lid close. And that lets me know where I need to colour in. I just colour my whole lid in black.
Do you ever get tired of doing your face?
Sometimes I get tired of doing the same face, which is why sometimes I like to do like a half purple face.
That was cool.
Or like a weird harlequin thing, or because I love club looks. And especially on tour sometimes, because I was doing like my nice lady face all the time. You know, sometimes I just mix it up and I'd use like turquoise instead of lilac as my lid colour. But I suppose when you're performing the same act, you want that consistency. So if I had the chance, then I would do something different. I think I had like 3 nights on the entire tour shows where I didn't have to do a regular stage face. So yeah. What did I do? I did my banana look, where I dangled a big yellow tassel off my chin. Oh. That was a cute time. Did this just like weird red violet alien time, and then I did the clown. I'm loving clowns right now. Clown town, population, my heart.
Like old like French clowns or like
no, just
kids
like,
or like...
so my summer festival aesthetic is fashion clown. I like to do I just do it like a one-step thing, liner, crease underneath with one product. Especially when you're traveling, if you have like a bazillion different products, that's a pain in the butt.
Definitely.
I like to make my products work. I like my products to work as hard as I do. 112 eyeshadows. Is it enough?
Never enough.
It looks like a test screen.
It does.
I'm using the black eyeshadow, and we're just going to use it to smoke out that upper crease that we've drawn, and also the lower. And the final step is going to be colouring in the lid and drawing a brow. For colouring the lid, I like to use a nice cream, so I'm using this really fun one from NYX. I'm all about purple on the face right now, so this lilac is lovely, posing for me. And this is great because it is a cream. I can use it to crisp up that top line because that got a little bit soft. And colouring in is much easier with a liquid. You can get a much harder line than it is with powders. You can also do this if you use a bit of pigment or eyeshadow and mix it with some primer. And you can really like get a nice vivid colour on it. This is your pop of colour on the face. Everything else I keep it quite black, with the exception of like a nice red lip. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to brush the excess off and then soften that on the inside. And we're back. So we're just finishing off the look now with a bit of a lip. I've gone through already and done a coat of like a really like rich, deep coloured red, and then I like to go over the top of that with a much brighter red glitter. Having a darker colour underneath gives you a bit more depth and a bit more dimension. Dynamic. So I like to stick my glitter on with Prosade. I'm big into like a medical grade adhesive, just because I like to put my glitter lip on and have that like stay all night. I like to be, you know, have a glass of wine or something, or straight backstage. So Prosade, get high off this. Dunk that in there, and then literally just smear it on. And this is nice because I can see that the little bit of lip highlight that we did earlier, and that doing a little bit of clown white around the lip has helped to give it like a bit of extra dimension now. And then I'm just going to wet the other end of the cotton tip in some water. And that's really good because the water makes the Q-tip nice and sticky, which will pick up the glitter, but the Prosade is stickier and will hold the glitter once we apply it down. So stick that in there, and then And my glitter that I use is craft glitter. Sorry, I should be using the nice and fiery glitter. And it's a combination of a bright red and a holographic red for a bit of extra dimensione.
Good idea.
Excellent craft. Beautiful bottom lip.
I'm loving this brow.
Yeah?
It makes me feel so like
Fancy. Yeah, big brows are a good time. Nice liberal application of the Prosade. Gonna be shit and glitter. Beautiful, they look so full and fabulous. I'm just going to dust away any excess. You'd be careful because if you're having a bit of a sweaty day, any glitter that sticks to your oil-based foundation is going to leave a fun little mark. The finishing touch for a full ruby lip is we get our little container of craft hearts, and what I'm going to do is and then pick up a heart. Yeah, you're just getting my lick. So I get my little heart.
That's adorable.
And that lip's there. So that will just need like half a second to set. We're gonna charge the battery again and we're gonna do a finished look! Welcome back! We are transformed. Here she is with a beautiful mop of slightly Velcro-ish feeling hair, a leopard print burrito, little head wrap there, which really ties up together. This is me just like going out, making some friends, hitting the dance floor. They look beautiful. You're a different person now with this makeup on.
I feel like a different person.
Yes! Yeah, mouth open. Elbows, this. Face framing, no, soften that wrist. Expensive, soft lines. Frame the face. Oh, breathe out through the mouth. You nailed it. Yes!
Oh my god, I'm feeling this.
Do you want just a minute by yourself? Or just give you a second to yourself?
I think I need a minute.
Okay. Yes, mommy, yes. Dazzle, dazzle, yes.
I love this big heart sequin.
Yes.
The way it like catches the light.
You can't get enough of yourself.
I can't.
Are you living for your pussy?
I'm living. My pussy is on fire.
Let me fan those flames. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank
This has
you
been
for doing this.
super fun. Look at you, you radiant creature.
Oh,
I need to put my makeup on now.
Yes. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, lovers.
Bye.